Hey everyone, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you're new here. I have a very exciting video today. I know it's only July, but if you're anything like me, this is one of the best times of the year is school season, and that's just because you get a bunch of new stuff, new fun stuff, you get to buy a bunch of stationery you probably already had, but you just wanted new stuff. So I have my backpack with me today, and it's kind of bittersweet. I know my freshman year I got into a car accident, so I had to switch to online schooling, and last year I was able to have one in-person class, but this year I think I'm going to have 3, so it'll definitely be interesting, but I'm also a senior, so I won't be really going back to school after this unless I decide to, make a life change and possibly go back for nursing, which is a thought of mine. But I have my backpack here with me today. This is the same backpack I used in my previous back to school video. I got this from TJ Maxx a few years ago. I absolutely love it. It's super cute. It holds up really well, and I just think that it's very simple and small. In college, you really don't need much other than a laptop, sometimes paper and a pen, but really this is all you need. So let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start with the actual backpack itself. Obviously, I said I got this from TJ Maxx. This is a Margot, New York backpack. It is all black. It does clip at the top, thankfully, so I just like that. It has these handles in case you just want to pick it up if you set it next to you. Once we go inside, though, I don't have too much just because, like I said, I'm a senior, so I don't need much. But also college is very laptop-based, so it's not like high school where I needed a bunch of notebooks or textbooks or anything. Most things are now all online, so I don't have much here to show you, but what I do have, I will. Here's the inside. There's a few things in here. We will start with an obvious. I have my lovely laptop here. I have a MacBook. I come from an Apple family. We all use Apple products, and it's just what I was raised with, so I very much enjoy it. I find it very easy to use, so love this. I definitely need a new case. She's a little cracked in the corners, but I love her so much. I have my little screen protector, and that's just because I'm very clumsy and I'm known for breaking things. But there's that. There is a little laptop sleeve that I slide this in, which I love, which will lead into, we'll go ahead and start with, we'll hold off on that one. Next up, I do have a notebook. It's really hard to say whether you will need paper in college or not until it actually starts up, but I got this from TJ Maxx as well. This is the brand Fringe. I have probably owned 4 or 5 of these notebooks. I've only ever been able to find them at TJ Maxx, but these are my favorite notebooks ever. They're gorgeous. They always have beautiful design on the front and the back, and then they have this beautiful gold spine. I'm a gold girly. I love gold so much. I just think that it's very beautiful. So it's very me, and the backpack has gold zippers, so it just all ties in really well. But in the inside, it's just a simple notebook. I do like that at the top there is an area where you can put the date. So, if you have a class where you need to keep track of when did you do this assignment, when did you do this one, or if you're like me and you kind of just shove all of your classes into one notebook, then it's really easy to differentiate. Okay, here's what I did on this day for this class. So I really like that. Like I said, I don't know if I'm actually going to need this, but it's good to have just in case. And it's always just fun to write in your little notebook. Next up, we have these 2 little cutie pouches. These I got from my work Secret Santa. The girl who had me, she got me some cute stuff. So I have this, and it ties in really nicely with the kind of neutral theme that I have going on. We will start with the smaller one. This is where my school supplies are. I have some pens, some highlighters, and a pencil. So I am a fan of G2 pens. I have tried all the pens in the world out there, and I always find myself coming back to these. These are the .5. I like a fine tip on my pens. I kind of have small handwriting, and I just find it very easy to read and write with these. I know as a kid, I used to steal my dad's G2 pens, and I would have like a whole collection, and he'd be like, "Where are my pens?" I stole them all, so I always find myself coming back to these. And then next up, I do have one pencil. This is just the Papermate Clear Point. This is a .7, so a little bit thicker of a point than I like, but I already have it, and I didn't want to buy a bunch of new school supplies unless I needed it. The only thing I bought this year was the G2 pens, and that's just because I use pens for work too, so they always come in handy. But you never know when you'll need a pencil, so I just have this one, and then it has that little signature twist out eraser. That way, you know, if I do need to write something from, I don't know what I'll need to write, but if they need me to write something and I need to like have the option to erase, I have this. Next up, I have two little highlighters. I was searching for cute like pastel highlighters, and I know I'm not a fan of, I'm very picky with highlighters, so I know there's a lot of popular ones out there that I don't like. I don't love these, but I already have them, so why spend more money when you already have school supplies? Just because as a senior, I'm probably not going to use these much after school, unless like I use a planner and stuff later in life, but I just didn't want to spend more than I need to. So that's everything in this cutie little pouch. Like I said, I really don't have that much. I'm not planning on packing a lot with me to school, but that's what's in there. And this is another cute little bag. It came as a little set, so they're super cute and they all match. In here is kind of like anything extra I can need, kind of like my personal bag that I'm just bringing to school. This will have everything I need in case of like an emergency. So I have a little comb with me. I've had this since I was probably in like middle school. Got it from Target. I know for me, my hair tangles really easily, and I have to walk a little bit of a ways from where we park to get to school, so your hair is always going to do funny things. But I have my little comb with me. With that, I have some hair ties. You never know when you're going to need to throw your hair up, throw it in a bun or something. If it's rainy, just chuck it up and throw your hood over. That way your hair doesn't get wet. Next up, we have some lotion again, and then I have some hand sanitizer as well. These also she got me with the Secret Santa gift, so I have these. I actually haven't smelled this yet. The lotion is vanilla cashmere. Oh, there's the seal on. I'm not going to open it right now, but it probably smells good. I know for me, at school, sickness really runs around schools. I don't know why. Sickness just runs around there, so I find myself washing my hands a lot, and then just like being outside, especially in winter and walking around campus and stuff, my hands get really dry, so just having lotion to apply every now and then is really nice. My favorite lotion brand is Hempz. I love their pineapple scent. It is my absolute favorite, so I'm probably going to buy one of those and check that in here instead of this one, but for now I have that one. Next up, some hand sanitizer. This is Fresh Balsam. Smells good. It's a Christmassy scent, but I'm not a big hand sanitizer person, but I understand that there are times when, you know, maybe you're, I know for me, like we kind of shuttle to school based off of where we park, so if you're on the shuttle, you know, it's sickness season, like everyone's got the flu or like a cold or something when it's colder outside. You're on the shuttle, you're walking to class or everything, maybe you don't have time to stop by a bathroom, or you know, you're walking to your car after that. There's no bathroom in your car, so it's nice to just have a little hand sanitizer to clean up your hands. I have some lip balm. I currently have this Vaseline Advanced Healing lip balm. I will be replacing this with my Summer Fridays. If you know me, you know I love Summer Fridays. I use so much of their stuff, but their lip butter balm is by far the best lip balm I've ever tried in my life. And yes, it's expensive, but yes, it is worth every penny you spend on it. So if you've been looking for a lip balm, definitely look into Summer Fridays. Next up, I have a Little Bitty perfume. This is quite literally like one of those sample perfumes you get whenever you order from like Sephora or Ulta or something. This is Gucci Flora, the Gorgeous Gardenia. It smells so good. I figured it's so tiny and perfect, and I usually don't apply perfume at school or anything, but you never know, so I just chuck that in here. But I need to use it up anyways, so it's nice to have. Plus, it smells really good. Next up, I have these little floss sticks. I know for me, I don't really eat much at school just because I'm not full-time on campus. I am a hybrid student. I'm technically all online, but I do take some in-person classes just because those are the only way to get those classes. So I have a hybrid schedule, so there's not really like, I don't eat much on campus, but when I do, or if I have a snack or something, it's nice to have floss sticks just because I am prone to getting stuff stuck in my teeth. I don't know what it is, but it always happens, so it's just nice to have these just in case. If you are ever in a tricky situation though, take one of those paper towels, fold it up and take a corner and shove that in between your teeth, and that usually gets it. And then the last thing I have is period products. Obviously, I'm a woman. We have our periods once a month, so you always have to be prepared. I plan on adding more into my backpack once the school year actually starts up, but for now I just have one of what I need, and that's just really easy for me to manage. I'll probably stick those in these little pockets on this backpack. That's what I did my freshman year, but yeah. So that is everything inside of this little personal bag. That is currently all I have. I have been planner shopping. I know I went to Target, and when I got my pins, I'm like, I really want a planner. I know, like, I had one my freshman year, and I used it a lot before I got into my car accident, and I personally really enjoy planners. They make me super happy, and it's just honestly kind of like self-discipline, and it holds you accountable to actually doing it, because I find it nice to be able to just write down what you need to do, color code it to however you want to do it, and then you just get to check it off once it's done, and it's just kind of like a big ol' weight lifted off your shoulders, a big relief, and I love that so much. So if you have any planner recommendations, let me know. Some other things that I'll be taking with me to school are definitely a water bottle. Also on the hunt for one of those. I know Awalas are kind of big right now. I own a Stanley. There's no chance of lugging that around school. Not happening. Plus, these little pockets are super small and slim, so I may try and find a slim one to fit in this backpack. But that's all I have. If you all have anything that you think I need for my senior year of college, please comment down below. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to help support me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!